Today, this was our first session of the Digital Campfire Soul Upgrade, where we met together, practiced presence, shared our wisdom as spiritual coaches, and above all, we did beautiful exercises together, meditation and breath work, to expand consciousness globally. So I want to invite all of you to join this Digital Campfire Soul Upgrade. For £36 a month, you'll get access to all of our expertise, me and my great friend Adam Leonard, who's a spiritual coach. And as spiritual coaches, we are so excited to bring you to this community for only £36 a month, so you can get to work with your accountability buddies, practice self-mastery, spiritual development, mind, body, spirit training. And remember, this is like a gym membership, but at the gym, you only work your muscles. But in our Digital Campfire Soul Upgrade, you get to work on your mind, body, and spirit layer. So it's an exciting opportunity to meet everyone as one spiritual family, practice presence, love, empowerment. So I invite all of you to join us, and I put the link to join on the YouTube description.
Like you, I use the mind, body, spirit model, and I think let's start with the body. I think it's really important to understand what the body is, which is the body is a temple for our living spirit to function. And if the temple is disorganized, unhealthy, then the spirit cannot fully express itself. But when we go to the level of the spirit, it is really truly perfect. It is our perfect light. So for the spirit to manifest, it needs a healthy, strong body. Also, it needs a healthy and strong mind. So there's nothing we can do on the level of spirit to improve ourselves. All the work we do is to perfect the body and perfect our mind. And our mind is made up of the energetic layer, our feelings, and our thoughts. So one beautiful way to do that, to perfect our body and our mind, is to allow the perfection, the love, the power which is within the spirit to infiltrate our body and our mind. And that's a way of allowing our inner light to shine through our body, to perfect the body, and to shine through our mind to perfect our mind. And we always recognize that our light is already perfect. And I want to bring everyone's attention to what Rumi says, that our task for love is not to seek for love, but only to remove the barriers that we have built against it. In a sense, we are this perfect being, and the only thing we have to do is just to remove the blockages. And it's a really important point to recognize that our true nature, who we are, on a deep level, is perfect. So never say anything that starts with I am like sick, or I have this problem, or I need to be healed. Because when you invoke the name I, you're invoking the name of the spirit. And the spirit is perfect. So never say I am sick, never say I lack, never say anything that is untrue. And one beautiful way to heal is not to focus on the problems we have in the body or in the mind, but rather to focus on the spirit, which is already perfect. And the spirit in the mind, body, spirit model is simply our intimate I am presence, or the presence of the light within ourselves. So by simply giving our attention, our love, our devotion to the principle of life within us, to our I am presence, we can perfect the body and perfect the mind. So it's a shift of state from focusing on the imperfect world to focusing on a world within ourselves that is perfect. And what I experienced a few years ago was intense moments of darkness anxiety, lack of confidence. And it really began by learning about spirituality and spiritual wisdom. So when you're learning anything, it's the mind, right? It's the ideas in the mind. So you learn about meditation, you learn about self-knowledge, to know who you are, that you're not your thoughts, you're not your emotions. You're something that is prior to this changing phenomena, whether it is your thoughts or feelings, right? You're this stillness point, or you're this I am presence within which you have thoughts and feeling. So the first step towards empowerment and to recognize your power is to realize that you're not your thoughts and you're not your feelings. And once you recognize that, it goes in the mind. The mind understands, okay, I am not my thoughts, I'm not my feeling. But that understanding is not yet felt by the heart. So then you have to translate that intellectual understanding to a heart-based feeling that you're not these thoughts, these patterns of behavior. You're not your addictions. You're not your depression. Can you actually feel that? Can you feel the peace of your own awareness of being? And I just want to say what awareness is. And awareness is simply the field within which everything appears. And it's really the thing that is outside of the changing phenomena of life. And because awareness is always in stillness, it is never agitated and it never changes. So when we become empowered, is not about actually becoming empowered, it's about recognizing our power that we already are. And the power that we already are, the act of coming back home is a returning home to our own I am presence, or our own awareness of being. So we go from the understanding, we're not our thoughts, we're not our feelings, we are the awareness that is free from all of those things, to the feel states of this awareness of being, that we are truly free of this phenomena, as in we can just observe our feelings, our thoughts, and our emotions. And if we are in the observer point, we are already free from them, because our energy, our attention is not in the depression or anxiety. It's now returned. Now the attention is returning back home to the place of awareness. And then when we feel that we are this awareness of being, and then power is really when we act on the principle that we are this awareness of being. So we go from the knowledge that we are this free being, free of all thoughts, all emotions, to feel state. And then if we can act out from the principle of freedom, from a principle that we are the source of all happiness, of all abundance, of all joy. Remember, you only become disempowered to the extent to which you give your power away to external things. If an external thing, like my job, my relationship, can become more source of happiness, I have now externalized my power to something outside of myself. But if I recognize myself, my awareness of being, my I am presence, as this totality, this wholeness, this abundance, this expansiveness, then from this place, if I act, I'm acting in my power, because I'm acting from a place of my sovereignty. And I can speak from that place, I can feel that place, and I can act from that place. We have to realize it's a real place. We can live in the sanctuary of our own I am presence. We can think from that place, which means thinking in peace. We can feel in that place, which means to feel love. And we can act from that place, which means we act with courage and empowered action without fear. I'll pass it back to you now, Adam.
Beautifully said. We talked about this extensively in agreement within our own different terminologies. about how I personally believe the thing that keeps people stuck in Muggle land is the mind trap of I'll feel good when, and you fill that blank, right? I'll feel confident when, I'll feel happy when I have the perfect job, when I have the perfect partner, when I have the perfect health. You fill that blank, right? And empowerment is the journey that all of us must take back to the inside. Right? When we realize, and this is part of what we're going to be doing, is this beautiful journey together as a tribe, is to get us back to being able to, and I'm doing this now as a demonstration, to switch on giggling, to switch on literal happiness that's pulsing through me from a switch on the inside, right? When we can simply feel power and confidence, love, passion, excitement to the stage where it can make us giggle from the inside with a switch that we switch on, we've broken out of the matrix, we've broken out of Muggle land, and we're not chasing these mind traps that disempower us. I'll feel happy when I've got the right job. I'll feel happy when I've got the right person, right? And when we're in this state, when we're connected to, as Ali calls it, the I am presence, the awareness of awareness of our connection to source, being at one with the universe, everything flows, right? The fundamental principle of life is that the outer world follows the inner world. So if we want our external world to improve, we need to improve our inner world, which goes back to internal balance in mind, body, spirit, in order to find that inner power factor, right? And I think all of us can agree here, the ability to just switch on, feeling amazing, right? Feeling pure love, pure courage, pure ecstasy, where you can just feel buzzing with raw life, with your loving life, irrelevant of what's going around you. Isn't that a state of beautiful power and oneness? And wouldn't we all want to be able to switch that on at any time? And this is what me and Ali's beating heart for this group is, to get ourselves into that place where we can all go, boom, I just feel beautifully alive, fully in love, right? Irrelevant of what's going on, right? And I don't need these external things to make me feel that. But me and Ali have been doing a lot of talking, and I want to make sure this is interactive. And there is a comment from the wonderful Lena. She is someone I met a while back on a coaching course. Now, we both became accredited as coaches through the same platform, the same coaching course, and it's beautiful to see her here. She's a wonderfully empathic soul, and she said that she missed the first aspect of the workshop, and she loves these, and she really resonated to what Ali was saying, and especially to do with the changing the self-talk. She's mentioning here that she's an empath and quite sensitive to things around her, and she's still struggling to figure out how she is meant to be of service here in this lifetime. Also muddling through the Muggle life while I connect more and more to my highest self and purpose. She has known me for a little while, and obviously felt a lot of understanding, and she's deeply happy to be here. Nina, absolute pleasure for you to be here, and finding our purpose, finding that our purpose comes from within, from connecting to our inner power, and you're in the perfect place to find your own purpose, to feel understood, to empower and embrace your empathic abilities.
The power of our words. And this is one of my skills since I was a kid. I was sensitive to words, and I used to write poetry. So I've had a realization that despite what goes on in our world, you could be having a really bad day. But if you allow your words to cast spells, oh, I'm just having a really bad day, blah, 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 and you're just repeating that is your mantra for the day. And despite the fact that you're feeling sad, never affirm to yourself that you feel sad. Just feel the sadness if you need to. Be fully present with the sadness. And once you fully feel it, the next time that you have a thought pattern that leads to the sadness, try to requalify that thought, right? Because again, feelings come through thought patterns. So if you have a thought pattern, for example, that I lack money, next time you have that thought pattern that I lack money or I lack love in my life, qualify that thought pattern. You could either say, no, you are not right, or I renounce that thought. You could negate it. Or you could jump into the truth. And again, when you are declaring truth, it's not about affirming and forcing yourself to feel something. It's like declaring what is already true. So like 2 times 2 is 4, right? I don't need to forcefully say 2 times 2 is 4, because 2 times 2 is 4. I am abundance itself. I am love itself. There's no need to declare or affirm like you're pushing towards something into the future, like you're trying to get it. Say it as if it's already true now. Say it that is already true now. It's a statement of fact. So regardless of what happens in the external world, Jesus says, you're going to have wars, you're going to have disease, but you have to keep hold on to the faith. And what is the faith? What is the only thing in your experience which doesn't change? What is your source of power? Focus on that. Because again, what Adam says, whatever you focus on grows. So if you focus on your own inner light expands outwards to the point where it dissolves all the shadows. So you don't need to resolve the shadow by going through the shadow necessarily. You could do that, but you could also go from the light and just expand your light outwards.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And whilst you were talking, I was sitting here feeling a deep amount of appreciation for the beauty, the wisdom, the presence that you have, Ali. And this is where I want all of us to exist in a safe space to feel able to freely compliment and give love to everyone. Now, many people that are spiritually empathic, sensitive, loving, we want to give so much love to everyone, but we often live in a world where it seems almost odd to walk up to someone and go, you know what, you seem beautifully confident and vibrant today. You look wonderful. You're amazing. It seems almost odd to exist in that world, right? But the act of doing so, the act of appreciating someone, instantly puts us into a state of loving vibration, right? And this is one of the things that I want us all to practice as part of this group. I want to highlight and help everyone to see their beauty, see their light, see their magnificence, see their power, see their passion. This is what we're here to do. And I want to share, Lorian, if I remember that correctly, Lorian's first win here, and we're going to get used to this, is absolutely having the opportunity to share this space with you all here and now. He's so grateful to be in alignment with this tribe, and he's so thankful for this. I'm here with you, Lorian. Absolutely beautiful. And this is going to be a safe space for all of us to be authentically loving to literally everyone here, deeply supportive and understanding, and where we can deeply see each other for our beauty. We connect within our own love, and we help another person to see their own beauty. When we live in a hostile world, in many cases, right? Deep down, if we have the belief system we live in a hostile world, that's what grows, right? But when we create the world around us that is full of love, full of kindness, we get more and more of that. Okay, so we're just going to start this in. Imagine for a moment that if you can, or just feel that there is wonderful, vibrant, golden white light that's all buzzing all around you, right? It's all in your presence. It's all around you. You can't see it, but you can feel it. But imagine it. And then I want you to imagine that you're breathing into the center of your heart chakra from the front of your body. Take one deep breath in from the front of your body. Hold it in the chest and then breathe out. And feel that golden white light spread through your body. And now we're going to breathe from the front and the back together. Breathe in. Breathing in that beautiful golden white light. And then out. We're now going to be breathing in from the front, back, left and right. Breathing into the heart chakra. We're breathing in. Holding our attention on our chest. And we're breathing out. We're now going to breathe in from the front, back, left, right, top and bottom. Okay? Breathing in. Holding our attention on our chest. And then breathe out. And as we do, relax our shoulders just that little bit more. And now we are going to go over to a beautiful breath work. We're just going to be doing this for a few minutes here, but Ali's just going to lead a few minutes of breath work here.
So the breath work is just one round of 20 breaths, and each of the breath is just using the nose, and it's a deep inhale all the way from the base of the spine, from the belly, all the way to the chest and expanding and to the neck and out. So it's a full body breathing. It's not just breathing from the throat or from the heart. You move your whole body a little bit, like, and you breathe in all the way and you exhale 50%. So just 20 breaths like that. And at the end of the 20th breath, we're gonna hold our breath. So imagine this is the 20th breath. As I'm holding my breath here, I just squeeze my perineum muscle. I squeeze my abdominal muscle, my stomach muscles, and I put my chin up and in, and I squeeze the neck. I bring my hands together, I squeeze the chest, and I also press the tongue against the roof of the mouth. Don't worry if you don't know exactly how to do it. The whole idea is to squeeze everything in your body, every part of your being. Just squeeze and hold breath as long as you can. Especially squeeze the stomach. Put your stomach in and squeeze it. All right? So to recap, 20 breaths, deep breaths, 100% in, 50% out. Breathing in with the nose, breathing out with the mouth. 20 breaths, and at the 20th breath, we hold and we squeeze. And then after we release, I'll do a quick meditation to just ground ourselves back. All right, if you're ready, just make sure you're in a safe space, because it's possible to get a little bit dizzy. So make sure you're in a safe space, and so that you're not going to harm yourself. If you're on a chair, make sure the chair is safe. So if you fall back, nothing's gonna happen. Even better if you're on the ground, or if you're lying down, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you're safe. Okay? All right, so if you begin now.
Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
All right, last one, all the way in. Squeeze and hold. And exhale. Just holding our breath here. Naturally bringing the attention to the center of the center, between our eyebrows, an inch inside the skull. It helps if we bring our eyes towards our forehead as our eyes are closed. Like a laser, concentrate your attention there. Go to the center of the center of the center. A portal opens and goes to another center. Keep piercing through these centers. And now just bring the attention and allow it to sink deeply in the heart, in a point between the chests. Again, an inch inside the body. Just zeroing in your attention to the point in between the chest. As you said earlier, there's no reason. There's no reason to feel love. We can just feel love without a reason. So if we feel the love right now in our heart for each other in the group, for each other's presence, feeling gratitude for everyone being present here today. Also feel this love for your own I am presence, your own principle of life within you, this energy that's giving you life. Give your adoration, your love to it. The fact that I can speak, the fact that you guys are here is for that intelligent energy, the principle of life within us. If we can give it our gratitude, our love and adoration now.
If you enjoyed today's content and you'd love to be part of the Digital Campfire, make sure to go to the description on YouTube to join the weekly Digital Campfire Soul Upgrade, to meet as one spiritual tribe, empower each other, and to learn from the expertise of our coaching experience and our spiritual wisdom that is coming through, and also to tap into your own spiritual wisdom.